be useful. Because this is what my father always said, Arnold, be useful. Don't just waste your time on yourself, but be useful, do something for other people. And these are the 7 rules, the tools to success, so then also you can be successful.
Hi everybody, Golden Era Bookworm here, and today I would like to offer my review of Arnold Schwarzenegger's latest book, Be Useful, 7 Tools for Life. I actually read the book several months ago, and after I went to see Arnold, who was on tour in London with my son, and we had a ball. You can actually see my son waving his arms as I raised him overhead when Arnold began to make a selfie video for his Instagram promoting his new book. But let's get straight into the review. I think the book is very, very well written and a fairly easy read with a strong message, which is to be useful, which is the advice his father gave him. And as Arnold puts it, it is the motivating force behind Arnold Schwarzenegger's decisions and the organizational force behind all the tools he uses to make these decisions. The book is organized with an introduction, followed by 7 chapters, each titled as follows: Have a Vision, Never Think Small, Work Your Ass Off, Sell, 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 Shift Gears, Shut Your Mouth, and Break Your Mirrors. In a final thank you, Arnold dedicates this chapter to all those people that have helped Arnold over the years, referencing myself actually, and others who also helped him in his Netflix series. For those that don't know, I was the archival researcher for Arnold's Netflix series. So from me to you, Arnold, you are welcome. Now back to the review. I've been a fan of Arnold since my childhood, and in my opinion, this book shows the side of Arnold that I grew up with, the man who says it like it is, and in a very motivating way. What I love about the book is that Arnold is very honest in his opinions about the 7 tools he brings up in each chapter, and he uses practical examples from his own life experiences. He teaches you how to not only be useful, but how to be successful. He provides you not only with tools, but examples of his successes and failures, recognizing these as well as important parts of being successful. Within each chapter are sub-chapters with sentences that are essentially describing the point he is trying to make, which acts like a tool, a nugget of knowledge, if you want to call it that. Let's just briefly go through the chapters now. In chapter 1, Have a Vision, the main message here is that most people are lost in what they want to achieve in life. And the sub-chapters provide clarity as to how to go about fixing these problems, such as start broad and zoom in, create time and space to really see your vision, and to be critical about yourself too. It's very important if you want to succeed. In chapter 2, Never Think Small, he describes a motto I adhere to myself, and that is a German saying that goes, Wenn schon, denn schon, which means if you're going to do something, then do it. Don't procrastinate. Go all out, especially when it comes to your vision. Other tips of wisdom are ignore the naysayers, a favorite of Arnold. Don't plan for plan B, and break records and blaze trails, which is in parallel to going all out. Chapter 3, Work Your Ass Off, continues from chapter 2, and here his experience in bodybuilding shines with the simple wisdom of performing reps, rep after rep, as they say. Practice makes perfect, and reps can set the foundation to greater levels of success. Pain is temporary. No pain, no gain, as the famous saying goes. Another great tidbit of wisdom, and here Arnold explains a concept that many people probably feel uncomfortable with. But the most successful people understand that pain can serve a purpose in that it builds character, resilience, and willpower. And this is something the majority of people these days now suffer with. Chapter 4, Sell, Sell, Sell. I found extremely useful myself because it is very relevant to those that are trying to expand their name and business. As Arnold puts it, know your customer first. Make mountains of molehills and being certain about yourself, and even if you fail, own it and continue and persevere. Chapter 5, Shift Gears, is all about refocusing negativity into positivity and not falling into the trap of depression. Being stoic is a term that only men of the previous generations understood, women too of course, and is now making a return for the same reason. Even when the shit hits the fan, one needs to literally man up, accept the failures, and learn from one's mistakes. Reframe failure, as Arnold puts it. Speaking of stoicism, break the rules and risk are two concepts that people without fear understand and use to become successful, as Arnold eloquently describes in this book. Chapter 6, Shut Your Mouth. Open your mind. The title says it all. As Arnold states wisely, the world is your classroom. Be curious and be like a sponge absorbing information and put all that knowledge into good use. Finally, Chapter 7, Break Your Mirrors, is all about recognizing those that have helped you achieve your goals. And in many ways, this is where Arnold's life is at this moment. Giving back is not only important in creating a better society, but it creates positivity and happiness for everyone. And in doing so, you become the best version of yourself. Wise words from Arnold. So as you can see, Be Useful, 7 Tools for Life is a great book that I believe is useful for those wishing to create success in their lives, which is what most of us want. Arnold provides us with the tools that made him successful, and I give it a 5 out of 5. No wonder it became an international bestseller. But Be Useful is not just another self-help book, but it is a book about generating happiness and positivity, especially in the tumultuous time that we are in now. For that reason, Arnold's timing could not be better in the release of this book. To my idol and childhood hero, I say thank you, Arnold, for providing the world with your wisdom in this book. And it's also very, very motivating. Most of us that would have read Arnold's first book, Arnold, the Education of a Bodybuilder, like I did when I was young, found it so motivating. And his Encyclopedia of Modern Bodybuilding, also very motivating. And Arnold motivates through this book. It was a thoroughly enjoyable read. That's my review of Be Useful. If you have enjoyed this review, then please give the video a like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Have you read Be Useful? What's your thoughts if you have? Please let me know. That's it from me. This is the Golden Era Bookworm saying bye for now. Head to www.goldenerabookworm.com for the biggest range of classic old school bodybuilding books as ebooks, e-magazines such as Iron Man and Reg Park Journal, high quality bodybuilding posters of the Golden Era stars, merchandise and classic gymwear featuring Steve Reeves, Marvin Eder, John Grimmick, Reg Park, and many other Golden Era stars. For those wishing to build a classic physique, lose fat and build muscle, online training is also available. Collectibles such as rare autographed photos from the Golden Era stars are also available, and to collaborate, please get in touch. Now, if you're interested in learning more about Vince Gironda's approach to bodybuilding, his principles, and all these tips of wisdom that he has, I mean, there's so much stuff that probably hasn't been proven by science, and it will take science to prove or disprove Vince. But to be honest, these 3 books, I believe, which I call the Classic Physique Bundle, are the best books that Vince ever came out with. And they, of course, are the Wild Physique, the Master Series, and the Pro Series. Have a look at it this way. The Wild Physique, I believe, is like the ABCs of Vince Gironda's principles to bodybuilding. He teaches you the exercises and his principles. But how do you put them together? Well, the Master Series is a 14-month program of using all of these principles, all of the diets that Vince came out with, all of the exercises. And of course, the Pro Series was a book that he came out with later on, specially targeted for getting into competition. It's just these 3 books, as I call it, the Classic Physique Bundle, are Vince's best work, and available, of course, at www.goldenerabookworm.com.